Hey, Matt Jones, it's Jeff on radio, man. How you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
We talked to Andrew the other day with the paintballs. You guys did the paintballs.
Yeah.
You weren't one of the guys getting shot, though, were you?
I was one of the guys shooting. I think I made the right decision in that one.
Well, here's the thing. You may have been doing the shooting there, but you guys, I am just in awe with your latest project. You just put up the video of you guys, 4 guys living in Haiti, 28 days on $1 a day. Unbelievable. Tell me, what did you get out of this?
For me, it was one of those experiences of a lifetime. I came home. It's a hard question to answer because I came home completely changed. It changes your attitude about people. It changes your attitude about poverty, your attitude about food. It was just thing after thing. I felt like I grew and learned and changed. And I guess specifically about people in poverty, I learned how hard some of them work, how difficult it is. It's this trap where there's no way out. And it was amazingly difficult. And poverty became more of a way of life than it even was a monetary thing. And these people, I saw them, and it was amazing to see how resilient they were and how they continued to have hope. I looked around and saw basically no hope after 28 days, and yet they would tell me their hopes and dreams, and they would talk about how they're going to work their way up and out. And it was amazing to see that in person after person. So I guess I learned a lot, but one thing I really learned is about the people.
Yeah.
And how people are resilient no matter what.
Well, I'm hoping, that a lot of folks check out this video and really get involved. But, you guys had 6 rules. What were those 6 rules?
Well, the first and foremost, the most important rule was we could spend $1 a day on food and drink. And all the other ones were peripheral rules, things like, we can't use laundry facilities, we have to do our own laundry. Things like we can't accept food from the Haitians, and things along those lines. But the most important one's $1 a day for food and drinking water. And that's the one that really, really changed our life. That taught us about hunger and about living on much, much less than we're used to here in America. It was enough money to purchase a couple bowls of rice per person per day.
Man.
And the effects of that were amazing.
But the clean water, you had to get that as well. Not just get that, but the journey back, looking at the video, how far did you have to walk with that water bottle?
I don't know exactly how far it was. I know people would set out, and what you don't think of even watching the video is once it's full, it's about 40 pounds or so. It's 5 gallons of water, and it would take a round trip would maybe take something like a half hour, but it's 95 degrees. You're carrying 40 pounds. It was tiring, especially when you're only eating a little bit of rice each day. And we had it easy. Some people have a 2 or 3 hour journey each day. Because of where we are located, we had it relatively easy. Not compared to here in America, but compared to other Haitians.
And I did notice, though, when you guys were doing the laundry, you did get some Haitian help. Those girls had to show you how to...
No. That's true. We didn't use a laundry machine, but those girls...
they helped you out quite a bit. Well, now, and you went down there with a tent. You took a tarp and some PVC pipe, but the rain, that was just... it was brutal.
Yeah, it really was. Several times our tent collapsed. We built it, and the rain would come on. It would fill up the top of the tent, and the tent would collapse. It was pretty awful. It was really, really tough. We were there during the rainy season, and it wasn't just ours that collapsed. A lot of the Haitians in the tent cities and things like that around us, theirs would collapse too, and they just built it right back over again. And then
you had a part that. What really jumped out to me was the work ethic of these Haitians, the guys that are cleaning up the rubble, and the box carriers. Was that Andrew that tried that, or you?
That was me.
That was you that put that on your head.
Yeah.
How long did it hurt, the rope there? Where it
hurt. It didn't hurt that long, but it hurt really bad. I tried to hold it in because I was on video, but man, did it hurt.
and you didn't even take a step, though. So, I mean, those guys are just awesome because they don't look like big muscle-bound guys.
Not at all.
But they're carrying them for miles and miles, and I think the video said they only get like $15 a week. So
yep,
that's,
exactly.
And I guess that's...
We were amazed.
I guess that's good money, compared to, the $1 a day that you guys were trying to live on. So
yeah, the average Haitian, 54% of Haitians live on $1 or less. So them getting around $2 a day is well off, quote unquote. That said, the amount of energy they expend walking, it's a lot, and so these guys aren't big and muscle bound. They're real thin and wiry, but man, are they strong. I was amazed how tough they were.
Yeah, it's just impressive to see. And I noticed, I guess it was like day 8, 9, or 10, somewhere right around in there. Again, it was raining, but you guys got out and just kind of had a water fight, splashing around, and you can hear the Haitians laughing and kind of enjoying the antics with you guys. And I think it looked to me like that's where really the bonding kind of started.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I think they were in about 4 months into living in post-earthquake Haiti. We did this around 2 years ago, right after the earthquake. And so they were in a really tough spot right after the earthquake, really tough. And us coming in and kind of being upbeat and playful, I think was really nice for them. And we got to bond over moments like that. And for us, it was neat to see how even after 4 months, these guys are resilient and willing to bond, willing to welcome people. They welcomed us with open arms. It was amazing, but I think moments like that really made the difference.
Really, and now I've never experienced anything like what you guys went through, but we've been down into the Caribbean and some of the poorer nations and met some of the children. I enjoyed the part where you went to the schools. It's a sad story with the schools, but the kids, they're smiling. They seem happy. I mean, you guys just really lifted them up.
Well, I wouldn't say I would. That's I think a step too far. We had a momentary impact, and we did what we could. But I really think, if nothing else, to be honest, they lifted us up. It was amazing how they would smile and how they would greet us, and how when we would start to get down and say, "Hey, we can't even make it a month doing this," they would just remind us of the good things. So more than anything else, I think the kids lifted us up, to be honest.
And let me ask you about this, because I know your brother Andrew, who, like I said, we talked last week, but I guess he's got his MBA in nursing. He's an RN. To go to the hospitals there, how did that affect him now, even?
Yeah, he walked in, and it was amazing to see. As his brother, I'd watch him walk in, and he'd go into nursing mode. He'd say, "Hey, can I help?" He'd jump in. He'd be in the supply closet. He'd be in, working on the patients. And they were just looking for people to help. He would jump right in and help right away. He talked about coming out. He'd say, "Worst bed sores I've ever seen. It's amazing how tough it is here." They just didn't have enough help. You don't have enough people to, turn people, which without turning them, they get bed sores, and they don't have enough medicine and supplies. And he definitely got a new perspective on being a medical person.
Wow.
For sure.
So, Matt, tell me, I know you're married, got a baby.
Yep.
Right? And how old were you when you went down here and did this?
I was the oldest by about 5 years. I was saying in the video. I think I was around 30 at the time, 29, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So the other guys were younger. Two of them were still in college.
Is Andrew your younger brother?
Yeah, Andrew's my younger brother. He was in school, and John was in school. Chris at the time was a bartender. Well, now John,
of course, was a student at the time, but had served in the Navy before that.
That is correct. He served in the Navy straight out of high school for 4 years. When his term was up, or his service was up, he jumped into college. So he was in college still at the time. And
Chris was a bartender.
Yep.
You guys go to high school together, grew up together? What?
They're both Andrew's. I mean, when you talk about age groups or grade levels, they're more Andrew's friends than I am. I'm about 5 years older than them. But they're always really, really fun guys that I would hang out with too. We had a lot of fun together, and we said, "Who's willing to do it?" And these guys came to mind. Well,
awesome. And it looked like you guys got along really good, except for maybe the snoring part.
we got along. Hey, for what we were experiencing, we got along very well. Little snoring's okay.
Well, I like I say, I'm just in awe. You guys, you went out there and did it, and I think this is an awesome way, and quite a sacrifice, really, to bring forth the message about poverty. Of course, we want to send them to povertyweek.com, but tell the people, what ways can we help?
I think first and foremost, that would be a great way to help. Check out povertyweek.com. You'll see that we have resources there to teach others about poverty. If you're a teacher, one of the best ways you can help, check out our video if you like it. Use it on one of those half days when you're gonna, just fool around and not learn anything anyway. Pop in our video and get a conversation going about people in need. Check out Poverty Week. We have lesson plans for all grade levels. Or go to your club that you're part of and talk to them about poverty and about people around the world, your church, your school, whatever it is, your community, your family. What we're about more than anything else is making people aware of the need so that they get involved and try to make a difference. I think together we really can make a difference around the world.
I believe you. Thank you so much for taking a little bit of time with us, Matt, and you guys keep up the good work, man. It's a tough struggle, but you're doing really well, and you're spreading a good message, and we wish you all the best.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.